Hey guys, Jeff here with Thrive Vans, and today we are running the lines from the battery, starter battery, back to where our Orion alternator charge controllers will be. And so I just kind of thought I'd take you through how we do that. Since we've just done 3 of them, I thought it'd be a good time to do it. We've gone through a lot of different places that we tie into the starter battery, and it seems like every couple of years Mercedes changes the layout of it, and so sometimes one thing works and then that doesn't work anymore. There used to be a post on the underside of the van that you could attach the positive to, but that's no longer there. So we're actually just going directly into the battery now. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what we're doing. So you can see right here is the starter battery. So to get at this, you have to take a piece of trim off right here, and then you take this rubber mat out, and there's a plate that covers this, and that reveals the starter battery. And the negative is over here on this side, positive on this side. So what we do is we run a fish cable up through the underside of the van. And what there is there's a boot on the other side of the van. We run this up through the boot and through this little channel that runs right here. It goes through here and then down underneath the van. So we run this fish tape up through it, and then we'll connect the wires and pull them back down through. And then we'll run it on back to the rear of the van, where we're going to come and bring it back up through to connect to the Orions. On the negative, you can see here, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's these little, this post has these little flaps that kind of fold over. And this is the nut that is on here. And it's got kind of a little bit of a flange on it. I don't know if the camera will pick that up or not. And those little, these little pieces, kind of like almost wings, are folded up and over so that they hold that nut so that it won't come off all the way. So what we do is we get a screwdriver kind of up under there, and we pry this back so that we can get this nut completely off. And then we go ahead and we just flatten these out, and then we'll attach the negative to this post and put this nut back on. And then we'll attach the positive to this right here. And really there's several places you could attach it, but we just go ahead and just do it. We run the wire up through here and attach it to this. So I'm going to show you on a van that's completed exactly how we do that. So here's a van where we're a little bit farther along. You can see the negative is connected right here. We've just attached the negative to there, run that wire back through and down that channel, and then here's the positive. And this, we don't have it connected yet because we want to connect the underneath first, and then this is the last thing we'll actually connect. This will just connect right to there, and then it runs back to the back of the van. So now I'm going to get down on the underside, and I'll show you exactly how we run that. So right here is that boot that I was telling you about on the other side of the van. And so we've run that positive cable out there and into a breaker. And here's the breaker right here. There's a Blue Sea breaker. So we're doing 2 alternator chargers. So they'll go through this breaker. You can see the breaker is off right now. So we bring that down through the breaker, and then we'll run this line all the way back to the back of the van. The negative is just coming out of the boot, and then it's going to run out. So what we've done is we put all of this in loom. We run it all the way back in this loom. We've attached it all the way down. And then right here, you can see we've run it into, right in front of the rear wheel well, there's this plastic kind of cover. And we pop that off, and we drill a couple of holes in that. We run the wire through there, and then I'll show you in the van. So this is the kind of the underside of the van, and it's hollow in here. And they actually have these in here for drainage and stuff, but we just run it right into that. You can see we've just brought it right up through, we drilled a 1-inch hole into that, and then we've put a bushing in there, and then we just run the wires right up and out. So you can kind of see where that is. There's the wheel well, so it's right there. So those wires just come up here, and then we'll be able to connect them to the Orion once we get up there. So that's it. It's a really simple way to connect your alternator, whether you're doing a single Orion or double. We just use a larger gauge of wire when we're doing duals. If we're doing singles, we just run a smaller wire, and we run them to the back, up through, and then we can connect them to the Orions back there. So it's a really nice way. One thing you want to make sure of is that you do have a breaker up near the starter battery, because you want to protect that in case there was a short anywhere along the line, that it wouldn't damage the alternator or the battery system or electrical system of the van. And so you want your breaker close to the battery. And then we'll have more fuses towards the back where we connected into the Orion.